It's a scenario families don't ever want to find themselves in, needing help from police or other first responders, only to find they aren't trained to handle cases involving people with autism.
But some Kentuckiana agencies are making it mandatory for first responders to receive autism awareness training, and it can be the difference between life and death. 11:11's Robert Bradfield has an inside look tonight at what's being done to give parents peace of mind.
Shalom!
A heartbreaking cry for her son, 8-year-old Shalom Lawson, a Louisville boy visiting family near Indianapolis last summer when Magdalena's greatest fear became reality. Shalom was diagnosed with autism and couldn't speak. He drowned in this Brownsburg pond, his body found a day after he was reported missing. The community showed up to show their support for Shalom's family.
Tragedy of losing Shalom, we've seen triumph right here.
Shalom's story is being shared with Louisville Metro Police.
Listen to their words, try to figure out what they're trying to tell you.
Mandatory autism-sensitive training is currently taking place for those who handle emergencies.
If an individual does not have a family member or a loved one affected by autism, they probably know someone. And at very least, they've interacted with someone on the spectrum.
Heidi Cooley-Cook is spearheading the training through the Kentucky Autism Training Center at the University of Louisville.
We're hoping that we can move from just this awareness piece into an acceptance and ultimately into an appreciation for individuals with autism.
The 2-hour training consists of some of the best practices first responders can use during emergency situations involving people with autism, including avoid quick movements and loud noises, speak slowly and in simple terms, understand each situation is different, and
to give them patience, provide them an opportunity, and also get to know them.
Cooley-Cook already trained employees with Metro EMS, Metro Safe, and Louisville Fire.
First thing we're going to talk about.
Louisville Fire Captain Chad Greathouse has a personal connection to the training. His 16-year-old son Chance was diagnosed with autism at the age of 7. Greathouse says his son has some issues with communication and impulse control, which is why he's having the conversation with him about how to interact with police.
It is something that we have to teach him. How to give general respect and how to behave properly if approached.
In 2017, the Kentucky General Assembly adopted this resolution, which strongly encourages autism training for first responders across the state. It says such training could be not only effective and valuable, but also life-saving for the people of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. The prevalence of autism has increased over the years, as reported from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. In 2000, 1 in 150 children were diagnosed with autism. In 2012, it was 1 in 68. Risk factors include children born to older parents and those who were born premature or with a low birth weight.
I like to think law enforcement tries to evolve into subjects that are important for the community. And I believe this is one that's important not only in Carrollton, but in Kentucky and across the nation.
Carrollton, Kentucky Police Chief Mike Wilhoit had his 18 employees trained last September. Chaplain Tim Pauley's 20-year-old son Benjamin was also diagnosed on the autism spectrum. He believes the training could prevent first responders from making critical mistakes, including misidentifying certain behaviors.
Sometimes it's intimidating to us, right, when we get stopped by a police officer or when we're involved in an emergency situation, but the difference is you and I can communicate, where someone on the autism spectrum cannot.
How could that have gone if you took it personally?
Cooley-Cook is planning more training sessions for LMPD and is training Louisville International Airport public safety staff this week. She plans to roll out online training for other emergency organizations throughout the state in the spring. For Greathouse, these lessons provide an important public safety mission for a population that may be overlooked.
First, you have to build that rapport, and then you really have to invite yourself into their world.
We do have some takeaways also tonight for parents. You're taking a look here at the Yellow Dot program. This is something that Kentucky has started here in recent years. You can put a yellow decal on the back windshield of your vehicle. That lets first responders know that someone in the vehicle may have a certain medical condition, maybe even autism. You can also fill out this medical form and put it in the glove box for each person maybe in the car or for the number of children that you have. Also here tonight, I want to mention that Metro EMS
EMS also has what's called Smart 911. You can use that on your cell phone, so when you call an operator, that operator will be able to see all of the information that you've provided to them, including pictures maybe of your children, your address, other factors too, including maybe vehicle information. So all of this information, at least over the last couple of years, we really haven't seen, but because of the prevalence of autism, these agencies are taking notice.
Such forward-thinking training here. You followed this training. Now, each case of autism is so different. Have they been able to apply this in real life yet, or they've had circumstances where this came up?
They've had circumstances where it's come up, but at least right now, according to Metro EMS, Louisville Police as well, they haven't necessarily had to use this, but if they do, they know what to do.
Yeah, and I'm sure it helps as well with many other situations when you run into people that have hearing issues or things like that, just being able to communicate.
Communicate is key here.
Right.
Yep. Thank you, Robert.